All right, getting started here, and I am going to cover tonight measures of position. And this is going to be one of several videos because there's a few pieces to measures of position, and I want to make sure I cover them in detail. So tonight I'm just going to cover 5-number summary. I'm going to do it using several examples through here, and we're going to move on into taking that 5-number summary and building box plots. We're going to talk about empirical rule and z-scores and how they pertain to what is a symmetrical curve. And then we're going to talk about outliers throughout. So I highlighted outliers in red because it actually falls back into box plots and the 5-number summary. There's one more piece here, interquartile range, which I did not put up there, but I cannot leave it out. So IQR, interquartile range. Turn the music down a little bit. It is a measure of variation within the measures of position that gives you a range between Q3 and Q1. I'll talk about that when we get to that particular point. So tonight, let's go right into it. Let's get into a 5-number summary. So I have a set here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this set into quartiles. So I'm going to break it so that I have what's called Q1. We'll do it in red. I'm going to have a min. That's going to equal some number. I'm going to have quartile 1, which is going to equal some number. Oops. I'll get Q. Q2, which equals some number. And Q3, which equals some number. And then the max, which equals some number. So I've got these numbers spread out up here across the top, and they're in the same order that I pulled them from. And some of these numbers are just arbitrary where I made them up. Just a random set, no context. So the first thing I need to do is find the median. Now the median is that Q2. That's the very middle number. The minimum is the lowest number. That's easy to ascertain. The max is the highest number. That's easy to find. Q1 is going to break this up where 25% falls on or below that Q1. The same thing for Q2. Below Q2, that's a terrible 5, isn't it? 50% falls on or below Q2. From Q3, that's the 75% mark. 75% of your data falls below that mark. And then the max, that's easy. 100% falls below that. You don't need to really break it up. So it breaks it up into 1, 2, 3, 4 equal chunks. That's what we do when we find the 5-number summary. Breaking it up into quartiles. And then we're going to work with those to analyze the data. Here we go. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do here is find the median. In order to find the median, if you remember from the lesson on measures of center, if you're just looking at a set like this, put them in order. So I've got to put these in order. So I need to find the lowest. I'm going to use red. I used red already, didn't I? Let's use like a bright yellow. So I'm gonna mark these as I use them. That way I don't overlap a little bit. It looks like my lowest number is 11. So I've got 11. Next number that would be 20. And then I think I saw 22. There it is. Then 23 looked like the next number. 24 would be next. Hopefully those are legible. They look legible. 25. And it occurs a couple of times. What comes after 25 here in this set? 2 29s, right? So I got 29. 29. Then I've got 30, 33, 33, and 2 35s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. So my median is going to lie it's going to be in the set because this is an odd number in the set. And we're going to find that now by just counting from each side. So I'll use red for this color. So I go mark, 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 mark. Found it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 5, 6. Yep, got it. Let me just erase these little tick marks off. I just used them to mark backwards. And I found my Q2. So Q2 is equal to 25. So my median is 25. Now, in order to find Q1, I'm going to find the median of the 50% that lies below that, of the set below it. So what color? There we go. So I'm just going to find the median here too. Count back, 1, 2, and the median falls between these two. So the median of the lower half of that set is going to be 22.5. Right? So it's 22.5 because we're looking right in the middle of those two. You take 22 and 23, add them together, divide by 2. It's the number that falls right between them, so it's 22.5. For Q3, we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to look at the upper half of this, the part that is above our median, and I'm just going to count back again. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 2, 2. Then I got between 30 and 33. So that gives you what? 31, 32, so 31 and a half is what it looks like. 31 and a half. So we go 30 to 31, 32, 33 to 32. And then in between 31 and 32, 31 and a half. That's it. My max number is 35, and my minimum number is 11. I have just found my 5-number summary. And my 5-number summary from this set breaks it up into 4 equal pieces, and I have listed them up above. We have the minimum, Q1, Q2, which is really the median, Q3, and a max. Q1 is the median of the lower 50%. Q3 is the median of the upper 50%. So we're really only working with medians here. We just have to kind of work through enough examples so that it becomes rote for us. So let me work through another one here. Some smaller numbers, but the same idea. So I want to find the 5-number summary of this set. So number 1, I'm just going to list out. Let's use this. So number 1, no, I don't want to use that color. 1 second. Use that. I'm going to put right over here my 5-number summary, which is the minimum number, Q1, the median, Q3, and the max. And if you remember, the median is Q2. So the minimum here is the lowest number up here, which is 2. It occurs twice, but it's still the lowest number. So I'm going to go 2 for the min. The median is going to be, when I put this in order, what number falls exactly in the middle. So I'm going to have to put these in order. Let's see if I've got enough room to write those. I'll do that in red. So I've got 2, mark it off, 2. Next is 3. Then I've got 4. 5, looks like it's just one time. There are 3 6s. I hate to even put that out there because that's evil, but in my arbitrary numbers, that's where I'm at. So I got 3 6s there, 7 and 7, and then 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, same number. Okay, now let's find the pieces and parts. So the median is going to be the one in the middle. So I just kind of tick back. I always do this so I don't lose track with my eyes. Very easy to lose track. 6. So the median is 6. The Q1, this one right here, Q1, is going to be the median of this lower half. That gives us the 25% mark. So the median of the lower half, 543,223, is right there. I'll have to go back and look at the previous one. So 3 is here. That's no problem. And for the upper half, you're looking at 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then the max is 9. And you're done. And this is your 5-number summary. So that's it for this video. That is the 5-number summary. That is what we're going with. And when I do the next video, and I'm going to assign some problems off this. Do the next video, and we'll talk about box plots from the 5-number summary. And then we'll talk about outliers, talk about interquartile range with all of that. And then I will move at the end into empirical rule and z-scores. So thanks for watching the video. Hope it helps. If you have any questions, please email me. Thanks.